Wow, can you guys hear that clicking? I just got a new mouse. Listen to that puppy click. My Lord have mercy. You know, the best advice you're going to get from this video, the only advice you're going to get is to delete Twitter, blind yourself from Twitter, because nothing anybody says matters. Nothing anyone says matters. And what matters most, especially right now, is pure stoic logic. That's it. And what I mean by that is the charts and fundamental. You can argue to technical logic in technical analysis and fundamental. And more importantly, money analysis, because that's what we do here. We follow the money. So, while Twitter is extremely bearish, as they should be, today, don't be surprised if we have flash action moves up only to be cracked down again. But who cares about opinions? Let's go into the charts and analyze a couple things. Actually, I'm going to start with a Twitter post. The longest bull market after the Bitcoin halving so far was 546 days. We're on day 562. The longest bull market from the bottom in 2018 to the top in 2021 was 1,047 days. We're on 1,078. This one, October. So the last two times we had a red October, which was, I believe, 2018 and 14. The rest of the year was not good. We had coal for Christmas. Coal for Christmas. In fact, I can show you better than I can tell you. Let's go back and take a look. Let's see. 2018. October. This was the last time. It's been 7 years. How long has it been? 6 years, 7 years, 6 or 7 years. So since we had a red October, and that was right before we dumped down to $3,000. The time before that was 2014. October. I believe it was 2000. We're going to find out here. Yep. Had a red October, and November had a little rally in November. Look at that. Oh, price went up 40%, and then oh. I do believe October 2012, but that we're getting deep back there. That, you know, that's in the early days. So we had a red October 2012, and then the price, you know, it kept going up. That Bitcoin was $10. No one even knew what the hell it was. So it's you know, hard for me to kind of count it, but take that as you will. Whatever. Oh shit. Yeah. It's listen. You know, I'm going to take what I can get on this. Okay? It is roach season. And I'm not betting the farm. I'm not betting the farm. I'll probably be out of this trade before market open. But it's an upward Monday after a downward weekend. Every Sunday has been pump Sunday, pump Sunday, pump Sunday, pump Sunday for a long time. Months. Pretty much every Sunday. And we finally had a crappy weekend the last weekend or two. And so I'm not surprised that the price does the opposite from Sunday to Monday. It pumps Sunday, dumps Monday. Dumps Sunday, pumps Monday. That's how it works. A vast majority of the time. So I've been expecting the price to go up, but my gosh, it is this. These are grueling times to long. If you're longing, you're wronging. Let's start from the top. The weekly, we're seeing crab claws, slightly inward curvature on the VWAP oscillation. That is bearish. Momentum has been coming down. No signs of curvature. If you can peer in and look close, you'll see the momentum gaps right here, wide open to the downside on the weekly. Weekly's just getting started. We got 6.5 days. Stays like this, most like it is, bearish as heck. Let's enhance it a little bit. Now, when we get into the dailies, this is really the most worrisome. The 2-day, the 3-day. This money flow, confidently arching down with red RSIs and weak momentum to boot. See, when momentum's weird, jagged like this, this is weak. Look at that inward crab claw curvature on the VWAP oscillation. Weak. Now, what happens, in the past at these moments? The 2-day, same thing. Money flow coming down, if you just take this right here, there was still coming down. Money flow right here, coming down. The money flow right here at this point, just above the zero line when it's coming down, came down. And again, we're on logarithmic, so you might be like, oh, that's not much, but this is from 27,000 down to 24,000, That's a 10% move down, just that one. And that was the small one. That's in the beginning of the upward move. Look how long this price has been going up from since 15,000. It's been years. We've been going up for years overall. And this looks like a train crash top. It's a train crash top right now. And oh man, it is hanging on the lifeline of support. Even just if you take everything away, I mean, this is just not healthy looking at all. In fact, our pattern books, this is a bearish pattern. When you see the 1-2 bearish pattern, plus the wicks. I mean, this is what the daily. It's yep, nope, yep, nope, nope. There's room down. The RSIs are inside of each other, and they're red, coming down in red. Just like with Ethereum. Remember what we said about Ethereum. Ethereum has come up so much that if this RSI turned red and money flow is coming down, this is going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Crypto is talking about his health channels, making health content right now. What does that tell you? Crypto sold. What does that tell you? Again, yes, I'm in a little long right now. I'm talking big picture here, folks. We're talking big picture. It is roach season. Also, I am going back to only trading Bitcoin like I used to do for years. You know, in the beginning, in my very first year with Bitcoin, I was profitable. Very first year. It was actually my third year. My second or third year was unprofitable. And then I'm pretty sure that this year. This year's a losing year for me in trading. I have a negative P&L in trading. It's been quite a number of years since I've had that. But, yep, the beginning of the year was great. It was actually some of the best trading times. The beginning of the year, the first half of the year was like some of my best, some of my best times. But these last 4 months have been my worst times. My worst times. And I know part of that is, you know, because I was, you know, trading other stuff. And that's no excuse. But Bitcoin is what I've always had a special connection with, and it's you know, it's the most foundational crypto. And you know, as we go through altcoin apocalypse, you know, crypto's not going to disappear. Hopefully, Bitcoin's not going to disappear. Hopefully. Strictly from the value of peer-to-peer transactions and just sending transactions anywhere in the world for any dollar amount, just me to you in seconds. That is and was the original true value. And it is a substantial value. Substantial value. Well, there is way too many. Way too many other coins. Way too many. And so, yeah, altcoin apocalypse. I would imagine that the Bitcoin dominance should be skyrocketing back up. So Ethereum, okay, horrible. Ethereum looks horrible. Money flow coming down, RSI's coming down. Here's one thing I will say. With these gapped RSIs, it'll have its little snaps. It can snap. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum snaps to 44,100. Even Bitcoin could snap up. You know, even if Bitcoin snaps up to it's not going to break its all-time high. I will bet. I'm willing to bet that we don't see a new all-time high for Bitcoin in the next 2 months. Maybe I'll go on Polymarket and see if I can find that bet. But it's November now. It's November now. And we've had November rallies after a red October into a bloody December and deathly January. Here's the thing. You know what's really sad? Is I think way too many of these people, you people, us people in crypto have been missing out on the greatest bull run in the stock market history. And it's the easiest one. The easiest one. Google. Planetar. Okay, look, Planetar. Palantir is going to open up. Is this Planetar? This is Google. Google. Look, Google. Google's going to open up. Doop. Where's Planetar? Planetar. Oh, look at Planetar going up 2.5%, 3% pre-market. New all-time highs. What you don't know, you don't know. And, you know, these quote-unquote institutions, okay, they only want crypto as a product. That is all it is. It's just another product. If green cheese was the newest thing, okay, if green cheese had value for some reason, best tasting green cheese, and it's eventually J.P. Morgan, Charles Schwab, Klaus Schwab, they would try to take your green cheese and sell it to you as a product while they take the money. They don't care about the cheese. They got their own cheese. They don't need yours. So here's what I believe is going to happen, highest probability. And it's probably not going to be the answer that you want to hear. I think the highest probability is we're going to continue to see this flash wiki pump into broken dreams. That's how it's been, especially since the Binance situation. I mean, that was just another, that was like the final nail. That was the nail in the coffin. Well, I tell you what, on a Monday like this, if you're confident there's going to be a big move, you know, for example, we're at a bottom right now, and either on the verge, we're either on the verge of breakdown. Let's say, you know, you didn't short it up here, you know, maybe you woke up today and, you know, it is where it is, and it's either going to break down or pump up. Get 2 breakout tests. Go all in on both. Go all in long on one and go all in short on the other to pass one of them tests. Crank it. All in long on one, all in short on the other. You prop traders, I would have get 2 accounts, all in long on one, all in short on the other. Pass that test. It's funny, you know, as much, you know, as horrible crypto has been, I'm up 292% since January in the normal financial markets. 292%. Man, and you know, again, in these, when it's time to be most stoic and rational, is when everyone is most emotional and radical. Oh yeah, I mean, y'all see it for yourselves. It's ridiculous. And you know, no one else is going to pay your bills, and It really doesn't do you any good. Too much noise. You have everything you need. You have yourself and, hopefully, market cipher and your strategies. Whatever your strategies may be, you have what it takes. The worst thing, at least for me, you guys heard me say it a million times, I never set, every time I set a goal in trading, it screws me up. Trade based off of the indications you see, not some goal that you have of a number, because that doesn't do anything but cloud you off of stoic logic and consistent sense. And you need that more than ever. We need that more than ever. Right now, it's risk off. In my opinion, we're risk off, which means why take the chance? Why take the chance? That's what it means. Why take the chance? When we are getting long call options, you get safe 12-month, 6-month expiry dates, even 2-year expiry dates, and they're up 300, 500, 600, 1,000%, 100% in days, 20% in a day, 10% per day, minus a couple pullbacks here and there. Google ain't going nowhere. Amazon ain't going nowhere. But up. When everything else, when there is nothing else. So the high time frames, size matters. High time frames matter. And again, we just had a down Sunday, so don't be surprised if there's a little upward. Not even the whole Monday up. It's going to be up and down and back around again. Volatile. So roach out. Take the money and just let it add up. Don't even care how much you're making. Just, this is good enough. I'm taking it. Because right now it's round trip city. Round trip city. If you stay in and get googly eyed, bright eyed, bushy tail. Time. Market opens in an hour from now. Crypto just hasn't had the legs. What the numbers you see on these exchanges is so much of it is fake. So small amount of the quote unquote liquidity on these exchanges is real. So little. It's all just flashing numbers on a screen. And listen, we're over 100,000. Bitcoin's over 100,000. There is so much profits to be taken. There is so much profits to be taken. That's a long way down. So many profits to be taken. Now, in some magical world, do I hope that things will turn around and, whatever, everyone's just saying the 4-year cycle doesn't exist anymore. Why? Because they don't want it to, just because institutions, because government, because Trump, because the government's buying some. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Six years ago, Bitcoin was $3,000 a piece. It's worth over $100,000 right now. And there is a lot of people that have Bitcoin that got Bitcoin at 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, 20,000. There's a lot of profits to be taken. A lot. So I'm gonna take mine. Hopefully you're taking yours. And I'm gonna being real. I'm trying to be I'm trying to reduce my risk in crypto. I've been pounding more funds into options in the stock market because this crypto stuff is just a joke. The candles are so quick, you have to be bug-eyed to the screen. It's horrendous, and so I'm going back to Bitcoin. I'm trading Bitcoin only. You will not see me trade anything else for quite some time. Any other crypto, Bitcoin only. I got it. That's what I was always good at. And whenever this isn't the first time. Whenever I go back to trading Bitcoin from shit coins, I'm always like, man, it's like going from crypto to the stock market. Man, this is a lot. Man, this is easy. What the heck is easy? That's how it is going from Ethereum or Sui or whatever. Because Ethereum will be like, oh man, everything's going okay. Ethereum's going to go up, and it goes, oh. Hell no. No thank you. No thank you. So, anyways, we are currently at a little local bottom. Maybe this is all we get out of it. If I was you, I would apply for 2 tests on breakout prop, all in down, and go all in up on one. One of them should pass. I'll see you guys soon.